The embers from Saturday's violence in Karauli in Rajasthan have cooled now, but the politics has become more heated. It now has emerged that the main accused in the rioting is actually linked to the Congress party. The man booked for attempt to murder for the Karauli riots is a councillor who fought the municipal elections in Karauli with the Congress's support. Touseef Ahmed has been absconding ever since the violence, and the police says it is he who gathered a mob to pelt stones at the religious procession, which resulted in communal clashes. The irony is that the Rajasthan Chief Minister is blaming the BJP for the violence, even as someone linked to his party has been booked by his own state police. In fact, the Chief Minister went so far as to say that if the violence has to stop, if riots are to be prevented, the Prime Minister must get on national TV.
अब ये जो जाति धर्म के नाम पर रंग देते हैं, दो व्यक्ति को भी भेज सकते हैं, मर्डर हो गया। अगर धर्म अलग अलग है दोनों का, तो फिर धर्म के नाम पे लोग ध्रुवीकरण करके फिर उसको इश्यू बनाते हैं। नौजवानों में बहुत बड़ी छटपटाहट है पूरे देश के अंदर। ये तमाम समस्या तब आती जब आप जो आपकी अप्रोच है गवर्नेंस करने की, उस पर आपका ध्यान जाता नहीं है और आप खाली परसेप्शन पैदा करके राजनीति करते हैं।
ये आग लगाने के लिए आते हैं, पूरे देश में आग लगा रहे हैं, आए आग लग गई। ये ऐसा माहौल बना रहे हैं। आपको मैं कहना चाहूँगा, संविधान की धज्जियां उड़ा रहे हैं। लोकतंत्र यकीन में बार बार कह रहा हूँ, हिंदू मुस्लिम कर दिया देश के अंदर। आप कल्पना कीजिए, आज तो हिंदुत्व के नाम पे हम सब गर्व करते हैं। हम हिंदू नहीं है क्या? हिंदू कौन नहीं है? हिंदू होने का हमें गर्व है। प्रधानमंत्री को चाहिए आगे आगे नेशन को संबोधित करे, कंडेम करे वो हिंसा को, चाहे हिंसा किसी के पक्ष के द्वारा हो। आज सबसे बड़ी जिम्मेवारी किसी के देश में है तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर की है, अमित शाह जी की है। वो देश में शांति स्थापित करने की अपील करे, वो कहें हम हिंसा को बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगे।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Sanju Verma and Tehseen Poonawala continue with us. Gokul Chandran and Touseef Ahmed also joined us. Touseef Ahmed, there is a saying in Hindi, Bagal mein bachcha, shahar mein dhindora. In this case, it is Bagal mein accused, shahar mein dhindora. Touseef Ahmed is a councillor who is booked by the Rajasthan police for instigating the riots, and Ashok Gehlot is saying the Prime Minister must appeal for peace.
No, this is not a case of Bagal mein bachcha shahar mein dhindora. It is actually a case of khud qatl karke aap औरों से पूछते हैं वो क्या माजरा हुआ. Here the Hindutva goons clearly seen on the video passing through the small tiny lane of Muslim dominated area with the saffron flag and chanting and playing songs, very objectionable song, insulting a people of particular faith, getting on top of a mosque and planting the saffron flag.
Okay, wait
what
a second.
Are they trying to do?
You cannot
Where
say these things which are not backed by
peace,
facts. Where did you get this bit about getting on top of mosque and planting saffron flags? Where has this happened? Where are you getting this from?
Maybe perhaps your your channel is very selective, but it is.
It doesn't help to attack me or my channel. Tell me what is the source of your information. Tell me the source of your information. I cannot allow you to make communally colored comments which are factually incorrect, at least on this platform.
No, I cannot allow
what is the source?
I cannot allow you to shamelessly defend the BJP.
You can use all the adjectives you want, sir. If indeed the Hindutva goons are responsible, I have a simple question, Mr. Touseef Ahmed. If in your words Hindutva goons are responsible, why has Touseef Ahmed been booked by the Rajasthan police? Touseef Ahmed has been booked by the Rajasthan police for 307 attempt to murder. Touseef Ahmed has been booked by the Rajasthan police, not by me, not by the BJP. Why has Touseef Ahmed, who is a councillor who fought with the Congress's support, been booked by the Rajasthan police?
every now and then, we hear the story of mosque being vandalized, mosque being painted.
You will
by
talk
saffron
about
color,
now and
mosque
then,
being
but you will not talk
planted by
about the
saffron
now.
flag. When will all this stop? When will all this stop? A prime minister.
Okay, when will it stop, Sanju Verma? When will it stop? Should the Prime Minister make an appeal for peace like Ashok Gehlot said? Ask Touseef Ahmed.
Okay. Padmaja, I must say that you have tremendous amount of patience. As a fellow panelist, I strongly condemn the language that Touseef Ahmed has used for the anchor Padmaja in this case. Now coming to the moot point, don't use the term Hindutva goose, because let me remind you, the United Nations says 9 out of top 10 terror organizations in the world have a Muslim DNA. आपको यूनाइटेड नेशन से जिहाद का सर्टिफिकेट ग्लोबली मिल चुका है, इसलिए बीजेपी को भाषण देना बंद करो. नाउ कमिंग टू द मूट पॉइंट पद्मजा, हु इज द चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ राजस्थान अशोक गहलोत, हु इज द होम मिनिस्टर ऑफ राजस्थान अशोक गहलोत. अंडर द 7th schedule of the constitution, is law and order a state subject? Yes. Who should be therefore held accountable, both in his capacity as the chief minister and in his capacity as the home minister? Ashok Gehlot, certainly yes. And let me tell you one thing, there is a famous saying and one of my personal favorites: once is coincidence, twice is happenstance, but thrice is enemy action. Few weeks back, you had a Congress MLA's son, Deepak Meena, being accused of rape. 2 months back, you had the brutal Alwar gang rape, where everybody down from Ashok Gehlot.
Now, Padmaja, I request you to please show this video. There is a little known online channel called The Live TV. Please show the video they are showing. A channel like you, a mainstream channel, must show this and send a message of peace instead of instigating people, instead of pushing country to polarization. You must talk about brotherhood and communal harmony.
No, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your unsolicited advice, sir. But don't worry, we are only putting the facts out there. And the facts of the matter are, you still haven't answered my question. You still haven't answered my question. You have gone from making completely unsubstantiated allegations to personal attacks to giving some unsolicited advice, but you haven't answered the main question. If indeed Touseef Ahmed is not the main accused, why has he been booked for rioting and attempt to murder by the Rajasthan police? And if indeed he is the rioter, why is the Congress not accepting that they supported him in the municipal elections? Tehsil Poonawalla, Sanju Verma says this cannot be happenstance anymore. Kong connection to riots.
Yeah, but she'll have to keep quiet because she has this habit of interrupting.
Go on.
Ashok Gehlot, while he was chief minister, to quell these riots, unlike Adityanath ji, who's himself accused and is a riot accused, had 35 people arrested, 600 policemen have been deployed, 50 officers of DSP rank have been deployed, 4 IPS officers have been deployed, and the fact of the matter...
You rubbish sometimes now.
Okay, can we please, one at a time, please? Yes. Please, at least let him start finishing his point. Start making his point. Go on.
So, the fact of the matter is, from 600 policemen to 4 IPS officers to 50 officers of DSP rank have been put there. Now, for this gentleman who you're saying fought an election, the Congress backed, he's not a Congress member. He fought an election, and that shows that, that unlike Adityanath, who himself is a riot accused and is saving Ajay Mishra Teni's son, which Supreme Court has objected to, Ashok Gehlot administration without favor has gone after everyone who's rioted.
No,
but for those,
sorry, I have to pause you there. This is very convenient that you are making it out as if there is some great rule of law. When in the morning the chief minister was saying, BJP वालों को भेज के दंगे करा रहे हैं. अरे जिसको आपने सपोर्ट किया उसने दंगा कराया, आप कह रहे हैं बीजेपी वाले आके दंगे करा रहे हैं.
35 people arrested.
सर, बीजेपी वालों ने कैसे दंगा कराया अगर आपके समर्थन वाला काउंसलर is getting the riots done?
I'm answering it. Both sides. He was supported. He is not a Congress councillor. But the other people arrested are from the BJP.
He supports the Congress in the municipality and he won with the Congress's support.
Yes, and despite that,
he is
Congress
very well known to the Congress and
yes.
yet the Chief Minister said BJP ne danga karaya. BJP ne dange kaise karaye?
I'll explain that to you.
Yes.
BJP is absolutely involved in this riots because next year's Rajasthan election. The Yale University studies shows.
Sir, the same thing can be said for the Congress. Ki next year there is the Rajasthan election, so Congress is getting riots done. What kind of a logic is this? That BJP is involved because next year there are elections. What is the logic?
With evidence. With evidence, 10 seconds. 2013, 2014 is elections, 2013 BJP does Muzaffarnagar. 2023 there's Rajasthan, BJP does Rajasthan riots.
What is this logic?
There's Karnataka, BJP is doing riots in Karnataka.
Sir, this is ridiculous. Okay, Sanju Verma needs to respond to this. Okay, Touseef Poonawalla, just to understand your logic, a man supported by the Congress is involved in riots, but you say no culpability of Congress. But the BJP is responsible for riots because next year there are elections. No direct connection, not one single person who has been seen or spotted or named by the police.
Padmaja, answer one question. Just one question. Answer this for me.
Okay, let him ask his question and then you answer it. What is your question?
Why is it everywhere in this country where there's a riot, where Touseef comes from West Bengal, where Gokul comes from Kerala, Uttar Pradesh or Karnataka or Rajasthan, the other side of the riot accused is always the BJP, always the BJP.
Actually, it's the PFI. In most of the places that you named, including Kerala and Uttar Pradesh, it's the PFI. But Sanju Verma, yes, Sanju Verma, answer this connection. Next year elections, so this year you are doing the riots.
Every year, every state, BJP is on the opposite side.
Yes.
Okay, we heard you, Touseef. We heard your absolutely
good. You should hear me a little bit more to help your IQ.
We heard your fantastic logic.
Good.
Now,
you should hear me more to help your IQ.
Padmaja, I need to come in now. Please have this man keep quiet. Okay. Padmaja, there are some facts, and I think facts do not lie, unlike Touseef Poonawalla. When did PFI send a letter to the district magistrate? Please shut up. The PFI sent a letter to the district magistrate Rajinder Singh Shekhawat on 31st of March 2022 saying that since the procession will pass a Muslim-dominated area in Karauli, please ensure that there's proper deployment of police forces. When did these incidents pertaining to rioting, arson, vandalism happen? They happened on 2nd of April 2022. And when was Section 144 imposed? When were 600 policemen deployed? It was on the 4th of April 2022 after the damage had been done. My simple question is this. When 48 hours in advance, the Ashok Gehlot regime had received a letter from the PFI which has been vindicated by the district magistrate of the region, then why is it that Ashok Gehlot was caught sleeping at the wheel? Why did the rioting happen? Why was the vandalism allowed to happen?
Gokul Chandran, it has to be a really sad day when even the PFI says that Ashok Gehlot allowed riots to happen by sleeping at the wheel.
Thank you, Padmaja. I got your question. What Ashok Gehlot could have done, he could have stopped that rally. He should have imposed 144 as soon as he got the letter from PFI, and he should have stopped that communal rally. As Touseef correctly pointed out.
No, wait a second.
And media.
Why stop a rally? You have to stop the riot. The rally is not the illegal part. The riot is the illegal part.
The rally.
This is like saying if you get to know that there are rapists hanging around, then you stop women from venturing out, but you don't stop the crime. This is ridiculous.
See, when that's what you are telling, what did why Sanju Verma was asking why 144 was imposed after the riots? I am asking simply. So 144 should have been imposed before while the rally was being taken out, so that the rally can be stopped. You know they were instigating.
Or you could just have had better police protection there. If you listen to the eyewitnesses, and we are willing to play the eyewitness bites for you, they say that the police was nowhere in sight.
Touseef is showing some video. Let him play it for you.
Okay, play it.
See that video.
Nobody is scared. But by the way, I do not know the antecedents of this video, the veracity of this video. What is in this video? If you would want to tell us, Touseef Ahmed, what is this video?
this video
Yes.
is by a little known online channel, the Live TV, and it's clearly seen that the rally, the bike rally is passing from the Muslim dominated area lane and getting on top of the mosque and planting the saffron flag.
And you know the veracity of this how? Even the police in Rajasthan is not saying it, sir. I would advise you to be very clear about the veracity and antecedents, because even the Rajasthan police is not saying this.
Every video,
if you are saying it, you are saying it on your own.
Every video posted by Amit Malviya, BJP media cell, is gospel proof.
Again, sir, it does not help. It does not help to make personal comments. All I'm saying is, if this is a fake video, you are putting it out on your own responsibilities. All I'm saying. Good for you.
Fake videos posted by BJP, you conduct...
Don't worry about it, sir. I do no such thing. I do no such thing. Why? Are you having problem owning up to the video you are playing? Sanju Verma, respond. Touseef Ahmed is saying that this was instigated because, quote-unquote, Hindutva goons went through a Muslim locality, provoked them and planted a saffron flag. This is a claim he is making. Sanju Verma.
You know,
even I am
Padmaja, I just want to say one thing, that who are the people who I think will give us the correct picture. Forget Ashok Gehlot, he's a politician, forget the BJP. There is a statement by the DGP Rajasthan ML Lather, there is a statement by the District Magistrate Rajendra Singh Shekhawat, and there is a statement by ADC Law and Order, Mr. Hawa Ghumaria. Please shut up now, it's not your turn. It's not your turn. Have the audacity to listen to the truth. But I refuse to speak. I refuse to speak because you are our free rug to these goons. Please continue. I will come in after you're done.
Okay, finish your point. Finish your point, Sanju Verma.
The ADG Law and Order, the District Magistrate of Karauli region, and the DGP of Rajasthan, Mr. M.L. Lather, all the three have said one thing, that yes, this could have been avoided, but because they did not anticipate the gravity of the issue, this rioting vandalism happened. They have not named any so-called Hindutva goons. If there are any goons today, they have a radicalized Muslim DNA.
Gokul
and
Chandran.
the Congress, rather than talking about the BJP, you have still not apologized for the 1984
because the police couldn't anticipate such an instigation by the Hindutva goons, and equally the PFI was waiting. The PFI was waiting to catch on the situation, and PFI is equally responsible, like the Hindutva goons who instigated, and PFI was waiting for the opportunity to attack.
Okay, Touseef Ahmed, it's very strange that you want the Prime Minister to speak on an issue which is a state subject. Law and order is squarely a state subject. Now, if you expect the Prime Minister to start controlling law and order, please do not tomorrow cry about how it's an attack on federalism, as it is the state that you live in has withdrawn permission to the CBI for investigation, but you want the Prime Minister to control policing. Anyhow, we will leave it at that. The fact of the matter is that one of the main accused of the riots is currently absconding. If there are conspiracy theories about who really was behind these riots, the sooner this man is caught and interrogated, the sooner that truth will be out. In the meantime, thank you very much, all gentlemen, Sanju Verma, for joining me. Thanks for watching.